Hi everyone, welcome to my brand new channel. My name is Cherise. I'm from Johannesburg in South Africa, and this channel will focus on sustainability, eco-consciousness, minimalism, zero waste, how to keep a mindful home, and just generally how you can make an impact even if it's in the smallest way. I follow two ladies. One is called Shelby, she's from the US. The other lady is Gitta Mary, she's from Denmark. Now, I highly recommend you go and follow them. They are much further along on their eco journey than I am. But what I find is with both of them being in first world countries, things are a lot more easy. Things are just easier for them. So 80% of their tips we can use, but there's that 20% that is just not applicable in Africa, unfortunately. So what I'm trying to do is find a workaround, see how we can better ourselves as Africans. It's going to be the small changes that make a big difference at the end of the day. So yeah, we go. Okay, we are starting off strong with zero waste and sustainability. Now keep in mind, the most sustainable thing you can do is use what you already have. So don't throw all your plastic things in the bin and go and buy the eco-friendly equivalent. That is incredibly wasteful and not necessary. Some things I still have in my own home: toothbrushes, plastic ones. My husband has very sensitive teeth, so I used to buy these bulk packs. I think there's still 2 left in them. And after that, we will be going the bamboo route. But I'm not throwing these babies away. I do a lot of arts and crafts, and this is perfect to flick some paint on. Also, to scrub in those unnecessarily icky places that we don't want to talk about, that the toilet brush doesn't get into, grooves on the stove. I will be making videos on cleaning as well, in an eco-friendly way, of course. Second thing I still have, my Discem hairbrush. I've had it for about 3 years. It is still going strong. I think there's 1 pin missing. And I will be using it until it's on its last legs. Because one thing my family will tell you is I am incredibly frugal. I hate wasting money. I hate it. I think it is so unnecessary and such a, it's just something we shouldn't be doing. Like, why? Why would you throw money down the drain? Did you not work hard for it? Anyway, something else that comes in plastic. Now, this is a bit of a contentious issue because this is the My Earth from Clicks. So it is the eco-friendly range that is vegan, essential oils. What else is there? Natural ingredients, not tested on animals. Still in plastic though. So I found with a lot of Clicks' products are hits and misses. Like the roll-on I've got a cream as well. They are in plastic, but they can be recycled. Obviously the little round knobby thing can't be, but the jar can, definitely, yes. It says bottle and cap can be recycled. Just, yeah. Another thing, don't come for me, your plastic bags. Now, we all strive to always have the material bags. Sometimes you just don't have them in the car. My husband had his car washed, we didn't have them. Okay, that's fine, as long as you do something with them and don't just chuck them. We use it as bin liners. I think because I don't throw a lot of things away, I think I clean it out once every 3 weeks. I put a new bag in, something like that. This particular bag is going with me to hospital. It's going to have all my cool drink in it. So if some of them are not closed properly or they mess, it won't be in my suitcase. Some other things that you can finish using and then hopefully not rebuy would be your tissues, your paper towels, things like that. Toothpaste. You can buy tooth tabs, which are really good for you. They also have fluoride in them. They last very long. So there are changes you can make, but first use what you have. Okay, now we are on the reuse part of this video. You can reuse a lot of things, more than what you think you can. You should just Google a bit, be more creative, or start following me and I will be happy to help. First thing, water bottles. We live in South Africa. It is 1,000 degrees in summer. Use reusable water bottles. Please do not spend 14 Rand on a plastic bottle of water. It is not necessary when you can just take your own. It is so wasteful. And what I also like to do, these Dow Egberts coffee jars. They are fabulous. They really are. I just put a little label on them. This one says Rooibos. So I put all my teas and coffees in them. It all looks very pretty, very aesthetic. You can probably put a ribbon or decorate it a bit more if you want, but I find that because it's used so much that it starts to get a bit groggy. Another thing you can reuse, toilet paper rolls. There are a ton of things you can do with them. What I'm busy now, I am collecting them and I will be using them as a sorter for my underwear drawer. Because if you look, a panty or a sock or a pair of socks or whatever, not bras, let's not go there, but as a panty organizer. So you put them in your drawer and everything's neat and tidy. Come washing day, you just roll them up, put them in. No more wasting time folding underwear. Another thing, elastic bands. For those of us who buy a lot of fresh produce, my family's vegan, we buy a lot of fresh things like asparagus, celery. There's quite a few of them that come out of plastic now and have a elastic band on them. Those elastic bands are awesome. Do not chuck them away. They are super strong. Also, my husband comes home every now and then with a random elastic band around his arm. I would ask him what it was used for, and then I will put it in the pile of elastic bands. So there you go. There's a few very easy things that you can already make a change of that isn't going to cost you anything. And FYI, you don't have to buy Dow Egberts. Pretty much any coffee that comes in a jar, the instant coffees, work perfectly. They seal nicely and they work well. Next up, we have recycling. Now, from my experience when I lived overseas, come out your apartment, all these colored bins, you recycle your things. Easy peasy, no problem. Not that easy in South Africa, okay? You mostly have to drive to recycling centers and they don't accept everything here that they do overseas. But let's all be realistic. Whenever it's garbage day, there are people that come and clean your garbage bins and take out what they can recycle. Now, this is a oh my god yes or a oh my god no. For us, it's a definite yes. The old man that does it is the sweetest man ever. He never leaves a mess. I always make him some samis and fruits and stuff just to say thank you. But I know of people who have had the opposite experience where black bags are just ripped and everything is just lying there. But I do feel that sometimes just a conversation, like, please don't do this. And, you know, you can compromise as well. You can put all your tins in a bag and put all your glassware in a bag. You can make it easier for them. So, like I said, some people are going to agree with me on this and some people are going to be very unhappy that I mentioned it. Interesting thing, just for those of you who do vape, you can throw away your rechargeables at the battery recharger box thing that they keep at the mall. You can, where it's for batteries, you can recycle your vape there. As far as recycling is concerned, the main ones we do here that I'm aware of is plastic, tin, glass. Those are the three major ones. Now, when you have like a Coke bottle or whatever, you'll see it says PET1. Now, your PET is how easily something is recyclable. 1 being the easiest, 5 being not going to happen. So your Coke bottles and stuff is a 1. The caps and the labels are not. So just keep that in mind. The last part is a 2-parter. Basically, now you've gotten rid of some plastic stuff and you're ready to start buying more sustainable things. Obviously, the easiest ones is the reusable straws, bamboo toothbrush, all those things. Bar soap. Using bar soap for your body, bars for your bars for your hair, shampoo, conditioner. You can buy them at Clicks, you can buy it at Lush, you can buy it at Body Shop. Obviously, there's a difference in price, but do what works for you. The Clicks range is obviously the most affordable out of the 3. Then, another thing I would highly recommend you doing is fast fashion. Quit fast fashion. Temu, Shein, Wish, the list goes on. I'm just mentioning a few. The local shops, Pep, Ackermans, Jet. I know we can't all afford 700, 800 rand for a shirt. I know that I can't. But what I do find is, instead of going and buying that 100 rand t-shirt, I think to myself, how long am I actually going to get use out of this before it gets holes, before the color washes out, if there's a print, before it starts doing that crinkly thing? Is it really worth it? No, it's not. The easiest way to do this is, clever idea. What you do is, you look at your item in the shop, write it down with the price, the shop, everything, so you don't forget. Then next week, when you go shopping again, if you still want that item, if it will increase your happiness, go and get it. That's fine. But stop impulse buying. We buy things we do not need. So much ends up on landfills, and it's just not necessary for it to end up there. Okay, the last thing is veganism. Now, I'm not going to go into all the stats of the agriculture, the greenhouse emissions. I'm not going into that whole thing. I will make separate videos about veganism. What I can say is, if you really do want to start living more sustainably, go one day a week. The whole meat-free Monday thing. Doesn't have to be on Monday. Just one day, just go without. I mean, the expensive part of veganism are your substitutes. Your substitute meat, your substitute cheese, milks. Those are your expensive items. The normal items are actually not. They are priced pretty fairly, actually. In my family, we do like our coffee and tea with milk. So we do buy soy milk, macadamia milk, almond milk. To be honest, whatever is on special, that's the one we buy. And you shut up and you drink it, or you go without. And then as far as the meat replacements go, we do that once a week. Rest of the time, we cook whole foods. That is the best. It is the healthiest, and it's the best for your pocket. You will get a lot further with buying whole foods than you will buying the packet equivalent of it. So, I'm not going to change the world into being vegan, but if you want to just do a little bit extra, go that one day without meat. This has been an absolute pleasure. I hope you subscribe, please. I really want to get this channel going. And click a like if you like this video. And let's do this. Let's do this for the planet. Do it for each other. And you know what? Do it for yourself. Bye.